Um, well, these are just updates in my life. Uh, Went to emergency, so I found out my toe is sprained and twisted. So I actually re-injured it in my sleep, apparently. I'm not sure what I did. I thought that was weird. It was hurting more than just the usual pain of when the weather gets cold after I broke it. But and now that I know that I sprained it, maybe I just sprained it that one time, but pretty freaking bad because it freaking hurt. Um, Worse than what it's hurting right now. A lot worse. But I guess I must have, well, either way, whether I broke it or sprained it, I guess I must have re injured it in my sleep. I'm not really sure what I was doing in my dreams, but I don't remember any fighting or anything, so that's a little weird, but I don't know. So yeah, my toe is sprained and twisted, as the doctor told me. And told me to pretty much just be nice to my foot right now. So kind of just try to stay off of it. I guess I'm allowed to walk a little bit. Just, try to stay off it so it can heal back up and put itself back in place. So I've been behaving for a couple days, sort of. When I'm at home for the most part, I've been behaving. I'm sitting down. Only getting up to, like, do stuff you gotta do, like go eat or something. Um, or go take a shower and get ready to go, which then when I would be out, I clearly could not sit. So just very careful while walking. But my toe today is feeling a lot better. It's still got some pain in there, but I can move it more, so that's a good thing. And when I got it x-rayed, apparently I found out I have rare toes. I did not know I had rare toes. Um, the woman giving the x-ray asked me to try to separate my big toe from my other toes as best as I could so it could have a better view of my big toe. So, I couldn't really bend it up. It was too painful. So I bent it down and come to find out, apparently that's not easy for other people to do. She told me that was actually a rarity. She was actually really shocked. She was like, "Oh, actually, that's really good." She goes, She goes, "I did not know you could bend it that far." She goes, "Most people can't do that. That's rare." I'm like, okay. So I found out I have rare toes. I didn't know that this was rare to bend it that far, but I guess I have rare toes. I know my fingers are a little unusual. I can bend them pretty far too. Uh, like when I pop them. uh, I can bend them back and such, but that's with me pressing into them. I know I can twist my thumb nearly backwards. Not fully, but nearly. So I already knew that. I didn't know that my toes were weird too, but I guess I have weird toes. Another update about my sister. This is the reason why I say she's kind of a spoiled little brat. For the whole 2 days, this will be the third day. I've been having to stay off of my feet so it can heal properly. And the house has gone to hell. So it seems like my toe's healing well, so I guess it's a good thing. I'll finally be able to get everything cleaned up again. But she's done nothing. She did like a load of dishes in the dishwasher the first day. I didn't finish the rest of the dishes. Dishes are still piled up, so now there's dishes from yesterday and today just all piled up. And the day before, the day before yesterday, and um, yeah. So there's 3 days worth of dishes just piled up. And on the first day she didn't load dishes. Yesterday she did not. And today she did do a load of dishes. Everything else has just gone to hell. There's a big pile of dishes in that kitchen right now. The floor's not swept. The counters haven't been done. The living room is no. And it's kind of annoying because, as I said before, my mom does not get on to the babies of the family. She never has. Uh, she'll get all up on my ass about it, though. Um, but she hasn't. The only thing she's gotten agitated with my sister with today was because she hasn't made her carrot cake yet. And she's been asking for, like, I think she said 2 weeks. A week or two. I can't remember. It was one of those, though. And, that's it. Nothing about the, this house has gone to hell. No, just the carrot cake. I mean, I can understand, if somebody says they're gonna make you cake and then they don't. I get a little annoying, but it also gets annoying when, your house is a mess. And somebody who's 26 years old isn't acting like adult enough to, help pick up the slack a little bit where I am not able to do anything right now. But I can guarantee you, once my toe is healed, I will be back on my feet and I will be cleaning everything again because I always do. The only time I sit is because I have high arches in my feet, and you may not notice the pain when you're young. Grr. I guess when you start hitting around your late 20s, almost 30, it's around 28 to 30 years old for me, start feeling a lot of pain. I didn't even know I had high arches in my feet until a doctor let me know. Uh, you know, and the other doctors before were not very helpful. They're like, maybe it's arthritis, but the one doctor told me to take off my shoe. And he looked at my foot and he was like, you have high arches. You need soles that'll support your arches. God, that has helped so much. But, from time to time being on them, it still hurts. So I have to sit down and I can't rely or trust or, just hope my sister will help me out. She won't. Um, so pretty much I'm the only one doing chores. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share was a little update about how my day is going so far and things going. And, there's a reason I'd say my sister's kind of a spoiled little rat. So yeah, and my toe is healing well. It's not as in much pain as it was that day. It's pretty freaking bad, actually. Really freaking bad. I wanted to cry. But it's doing a lot better now that I've stayed off of it and tried to behave myself. Usually I just try to ignore it and push through because there's not much I can do with the pain in my body. It's just gonna kind of be there, so I kind of just keep pushing through. Kind of like the high arches in my feet. I can't really do nothing about that, so I just kind of push through it. Especially because I've been told that's pretty much all I can do. Uh, to keep them properly supported and healing. Apparently, I have to sit if my feet are in that much pain, but all the same, I have to get back up and stand like about every hour if they're hurting that bad. That is, because usually I don't sit. It's just the days that they're hurting that bad that I sit. But I still have to get back up around every hour just to make sure that the as they said, the webbing in my feet does not heal connecting together because they don't want it connecting together. They need to stay separate. Whatever. I'm not really a doctor. So I really don't know much of what they're talking about. Just I know in order to keep them healed properly, I should not be sitting down for longer than an hour, uh, if my feet are in that much pain. They say that it means the webbing is like stretched out like a rubber band. Except unlike a rubber band, this webbing in my feet can heal. So I have to get up every hour just to keep the webbing from sticking to each other and then healing like that to where it's going to end up pulling a lot more and causing me more pain. So I have to get up. But, right now, it's not the high arches that are causing me pain, it's my toe. But you get what I'm saying. I can't trust my baby sister or rely on her to help out or pick up the slack, something. Uh, she just sits on her butt all day and stays on her phone, and that's pretty much what she did today too. She was on her butt all today and stayed on her phone. Though she did take a shower and get ready, and she did exercise on the bike a little bit and read a book. So I guess that's somewhat productive. She was at least doing something healthy for her brain. I didn't mean to sound offensive there. That kind of did sound sarcastic. I didn't mean to sound that way though. Sometimes I'm not being sarcastic, but I sound that way. But I was not being sarcastic just now. I meant that genuinely. That's a good thing. It's healthy for her brain. Still kind of annoying though. She doesn't help with anything. Um, So yeah, that's it. That's why I call my sister Brad. That's how the house is looking right now, and my toe is healing up just fine. So I should be able to get to the house soon enough. And by the way, I chose this color pink because it's my favorite for the screen. Um, I notice that I'm using white for when I'm singing and black for when I'm expressing things. Uh, So I needed a new color to pick for this, so I went ahead and just went with pink 'cause it's my favorite color. But that's about it. Yeah, so I'm done now. Me and my weird self. So have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening whenever anybody, if anybody ever watches this. Done now.